Okay, you guys, welcome back to another Financial Freedom Edge video where I give you the edge on achieving financial freedom. So I just want to let you guys know things are going to slow down, and that's okay. If you're in sales, if you're your own business, if you are in real estate like I am, things slow down during the wintertime, and that's okay. Just be ready, be prepared for it. Don't be surprised, right? Like, understand that the only people that are going to sell real estate right now are the people who have to, right? Who wants to sell or move in November or December or January? And again, this only applies to, that I'm in Oregon, Washington area. Maybe where it doesn't get cold and rainy and terrible, maybe that's totally different. If you guys are in Florida, I may not be talking to you, but at least here where we're at, things slow down, and it's definitely, it's just a thing. It's something that happens that you just need to be ready for, right? You need to understand that, seasons change, things slow down, right? And that's okay. Now is a good time to be planting seeds, because during the spring and summer, those people that you've been talking to, maybe they will be ready to sell. Maybe they will be ready to buy, whatever it is, your product or service, right? Just plant the seeds. And yes, by doing the work that you're supposed to do, right? Calling people, knocking on doors, making sure people know about you and your product and your service, you'll eventually you'll get some sales, right? You'll get some listings, you'll get some whatever, right? That'll happen. But just be ready. Don't mentally, now's the time to be mentally tough, because you're going to get a lot more no's and a lot more rejections when it's cold and it's nasty outside, right? Whatever you're selling, right? I mean, even if you're selling warm jackets, right? People are gonna be like, oh, I already have a warm jacket, or like, oh, I don't want to spend that money so close to the holidays, or whatever, right? Whatever their excuse is, just understand that that's gonna happen, and it's gonna be okay, right? It'll be fine. So it's about mental toughness right now. It's about still doing the thing, right? I door knocked today. I'm doing a virtual tour, right? You need to have multiple sources of income, because sometimes some of them dry up, right? So you need to be ready for whatever comes, right? I have a flip right now that's pending. Hopefully the people buy it and they don't just say, never mind, right? Because if we have to go back on the market in December, or in November, mid-November, that's going to be bad for me, right? What if, I have a vacant unit right now. I have a fourplex. So the unit that I was living at, I have moved from. So I moved, to a house from that unit, and it's vacant right now. I fully remodeled it. I spent the money. I did the work. I hired the people, paid them, right? We did a bunch of stuff, and I have not found one qualified candidate yet. Actually, I take that back. I have one qualified person who decided that it was too early for them to move. And I was like, well, shoot, man, you're out here looking. I mean, he showed up, had better credit than me. I was really excited. This was the first person that reached out. And I was like, oh, lucky me. Not so lucky. He didn't want to continue with the application process. He didn't want to move. And I asked him, I said, hey, man, was it anything about the apartment? Was it the price? Was there anything? And he's like, oh, no, it just wasn't the right time for me. And I was just like, okay, sure, whatever that means. But everybody else that's reached out, very low credit, no rental history, can't get a cosigner to improve their application. So it's just, it's tough right now, right? It's tough for home sales. It's tough for renting. Real estate photography, right? The only people that want photos of their home are people who are like these people right now, right? They haven't even listed yet. They're about to list in mid-November. So how many people do you think are taking real estate photos for their listings right now? Not very many. Not very many, right? So that part of my business has also slowed down. So, and I don't know if you saw in one of my other videos that I posted, is that, you know, I'm open to other avenues, right? Like, I've been talking with other people. I'm looking to joint venture. I'm looking for other people to work with, right? And be a part of the team. And I think I found, you know, a spot. And so, you know, 1099, you know, still working for myself, but, you know, working with other people, doing the stuff that I normally do, right? That I'm already good at. I've sharpened my skills over years of talking to probates, knocking foreclosures, cold calling, you know, sending out letters, text blasts, whatever it is, right? You know, whatever marketing channel you prefer to use. But, you know, you just got to keep the money coming in, you guys. That's really what it is. This is like a tough mentality right now where, you know, heading into the holidays, people do less stuff, at least in my experience and in my industry, right? There could be, I mean, obviously, like, I don't know about car sales, right? Maybe that slows down. But you know, people selling snowboards are killing it right now, right? Depending on where you are. Snowmobiles, killing it, right? You know, certain activities, right? Pictures with Santa, not as popular in March as it is in December, right? So, like, you know, find your niche. There's seasonality, hanging Christmas lights for people, you know, blowing out gutters, right? There's things that happen right now, you know, services that maybe, you know, maybe you don't see that in car sales. Maybe you don't see it in solar sales, right? During the winter time. So I just want to let you guys know it's okay if you're having a lull in your industry. If you're not booking as many appointments, if you're not selling as many widgets or whatever it is, it's okay. Just keep planting the seeds.